automotive world, there are very few cars that have to be awesome by default just because of the heritage that comes with them. The Volkswagen Golf GTI is definitely a car with heritage few can dispute. It is a car that showed the world how to transform a regular commuter into something really fun. Nearly 30 years later, it's challenged to prove that it's still on top of its game. Upon first look, the 7th generation Golf GTI looks like it's on the right path. The hot hatch visual cues are very few and discreet, and at the same time, pricing has been kept very reasonable. Prices start at just under $28,000, and at that price, you get all the essentials and then some more. The interior design will not thrill with the visuals, but will definitely satisfy the owner with the quality of the construction. Soft to the touch materials have been used extensively, and the fit between them is very good. The door pockets are lined with carpet, which shows that the Golf has been engineered with particular attention to detail. As a typical German hatchback, ergonomically it scores top points, and reaching everything is pretty easy. The instrument cluster is modern and very readable. The information menus include a lap timer, and the infotainment system responds very quickly and is very easy to pair with your phone. The proximity sensor understands when your hand is approaching, so the screen preps itself and it's ready to respond. If only the screen was a bit higher res, so the graphics wouldn't appear a little bit choppy. Apart from being very well made, the cabin is very roomy for a compact hatchback. The front heated sports seats are a joy to sit in, while the rear bench is able to fit 3 adults with no major complaints. Legroom is good and so is the headroom, but best of all is the trunk. At 490 liters, it is king of the hill and second to none in the class. Under the hood, the 2.0-liter TSI 4-cylinder engine has been improved and further developed to output 210 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. Performance is really good, especially because the car is light at only 1378 kilos. The engine doesn't have a lot of mass to fight against, and that benefits fuel economy too. Our 6-speed manual hit 100 kilometers an hour in under 7 seconds, and when driven ultra smoothly, it averaged 7.9 liters per 100 kilometers in heavy traffic. Without trying to save the planet's resources, the GTI still returned a very respectable 9.1 liters per 100 kilometers, which was by 0.3 better than the claimed number. There are 3 driving profiles you can select: normal, sport, and individual, which set the steering, throttle response, and some lighting accordingly. The manual gearbox is a joy to use, even though the DSG is amazing. Adding confidence to your drive, the brakes performed pretty well, as from 100 kilometers an hour, they brought the car to a complete stop in just 46 meters on winter tires. The nice thing about the GTI is how usable it is. It's so well balanced that makes it one of the most flexible cars on the market. Between a lap on the track and running to the store, there's nothing that the GTI can't do without decent skill. Even the exhaust note is pretty balanced, ranging from kind of discreet to a little bit throaty under heavy acceleration. Ride comfort is generally really good. I mean, the suspension is obviously firm. You do feel the bumps, but not in a way that it causes fatigue or you can call it uncomfortable. The sturdiness in a straight line is spectacular, but in the bends, what that XDS differential does is simply phenomenal. Throw that car in a sharp turn and expect the nose to follow your input with high precision. At the apex, while you normally go back on the power gradually to avoid understeer, with the XDS differential, you can do that almost instantly and the nose will grip and pull the car inside the corner. It feels like it inverses all the laws of physics, making the thrill of going around corners a little bit magical. If you happen to exceed its limits with the ESC turned off, it will understeer, but the eagerness it showcases to try to sort things out for you is astonishing. A few months ago, I had the opportunity to try a DSG-equipped GTI around the track, and I was amazed by how easy it was to go really fast without feeling stressed at all. The maximum lateral acceleration we recorded was a very respectable 0.93 G on a fine autumn day. With a performance pack installed, the whole experience is supposed to improve even further. So if you plan on taking your GTI to track events, you better go for it. 30 years later, the Golf GTI does live up to its heritage, and most importantly, continues to make history. It has won so many awards already, and that tells you the whole story. The latest reincarnation has redefined what the hot hatch is all about. Zero stress, maximum fun every day.